2019 antelope tag. Michelle never hunted anything before ever in her life. It's now 3:54 a.m. Getting after it.
So my husband has always put me and all my 3 kids in for tags, and I've never drawn a tag until this year.
Last year my sister drew the same area as my mom, except my mom's was for an antelope and hers was for a mule deer.
Yeah, both my girls drew tags in the same area as mine, and I asked them a lot of questions before I went out on my hunt, which helped a lot. So they gave me some guidance of what to expect.
I think what we'll do is we'll just, us 3, we'll walk down this way and just kind of hang out, because I think those guys are going to push stuff off, and there's going to be more people coming in late. Right as I'm doing my scouting and what have you, the weeks before, I mean, the whole unit's on fire. It's burning, and I mean, I don't know what to do at this point, you know.
Because of the fire this year in that unit, all the antelope were off the mountain in the yellow grass. They were down in the valley where there was a little dry lake, and they were just hanging out in the mud out there where there was a little bit of water.
We'll go see what we can put together. There's about 400 antelope in this valley right here.
That's not an exaggeration. There could be more.
If nothing materializes here, Steve Capurro saw a really nice buck over here the other day gathering his cows.
Is that what you were just talking about over there?
I think we just kind of hang out. I think he'll come back around. He's going to go up the hill and over the other side, and we'll move our way down, and he'll come back down. There's a whole bunch of them. They should come right through this cut below us on both sides, on the back side and this side, back and forth. You should see all those antelope out there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see them all out there wandering around, and just being out there and being able to be by Clint and experiencing that whole thing was pretty exciting for me.
When the sun came up, you know, we were where we needed to be, and there was people all around us, and there was shots of flying, and it was antelope dying, and it was a little bit exciting, but also a little bit depressing to see that many hunters in one spot. So I thought they hit him. I heard this pow, right? I never saw that one at all.
The one in the back?
I think he's short, but
The first group.
purdy. He's a purdy one. Purdy one. That one is a little more purdy than that one. You know what I'm saying, brother?
It's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, I think it was a really cool experience for Michelle. You know, some of these antelope were 20, 30 yards from us, and we're going by, we were in a really cool spot. They couldn't see us, and guys were chasing them around, and they were moving around us, and it just, the whole experience, I think, that day might have been a little frustrating for her, but it was also really cool for her to be out there. It was really cool to be out there with her. Today we're in a different spot. Day 2. Antelope, Michelle, first tag. Going up to the top of a mountain up here. I've been spotting an antelope up here that is real pretty heart-shaped antelope next to a real goofy horned one, and they're both really nice antelope. See if we can't put one down. Day number 2.
It's kind of way to the right of that tree where they're all kind of gathered around.
Let me see if I can pull some photos up. There he is. I think it's a good plan. I think we'll get a better look at him if he's not the shooter. We won't shoot him, how's that? But I think he's really close. He's a heavy horn buck. He's only about 14 inches, 14 and a half inches tall, maybe 15, I doubt it. He's super heavy. He's got nice cutters.
It's the nicest one we've seen.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
When we got close to the antelope that I thought I was going to shoot, it got very nerve-wracking for me.
The problem was there was just a pile of them. They were all bunched up in this one little pile, and the buck was like right in the middle all the time, and then over here and then behind, and we couldn't shoot. There was no clean shots, and then she finally got a clean shot.
Yeah, that first shot that I missed, it was really disappointing to me because I wanted Clint to be happy for me and proud of me, and then you miss him and you're thinking, oh God, is this really for me? But it happens to everybody, so you just have to go with the flow. And
Hey, and that happens, you know, like when
She was 20 minutes of anxiety.
when you get excited, and Clint and I still get excited, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're in that moment, and
right.
then you know you'll kind of jerk it, and it'll come up
Plus,
or down,
he is like 235 yards. He got 0 for 300, so it's going to shoot a little high anyway.
but not that high,
She shot right over his back, like
that far.
yeah.
And it's
I mean,
okay.
it was like.
So
I really like being outdoors and doing hikes, and I think I was pretty prepared for it. I work out every day, so I think I was in pretty good shape for it, but it's still a lot of work. It was really great to have Mike there because getting advice from other people besides your husband sometimes is a lot easier to take in than them coming directly from them.
We got on him about 4 hours later. We ended up getting Mike back with us, and thank God, because obviously, Mike helped her out big time, and it's always better to have somebody else guiding you than your husband.
There you go.
Lost him. Go ahead.
Watch it now.
Clint was trying to guide me on how to set up and look through the scope and spot him, and that was hard for me because I've never really done something like that before. But once I was able to get set and ready to aim and shoot, it was pretty exciting.
Second one.
Take your time. You on him?
I'm on it.
Are you on him, Michelle? Okay.
Right behind that doe.
Yeah.
If he stops,
There you go.
Lost him. Go ahead.
Watch it now.
You got him.
Throw that, hit him. Throw that, hit him.
He's dead. Special moment, man. I've been married to her for almost 25 years, and
We've never done
we've
this.
never got to do this, so this was cool. Took a long time for her to draw the tag, but this means a lot to me because she's able to see what we enjoy and do what we enjoy, and she kind of got to enjoy it herself. So it's all good, right?
Yep, it means a lot to me. I like to be able to hunt with my family, and too bad my son couldn't have been here today to see it, but
It's okay. He's
next
cool.
time.
He's at school. Cool kids go to school.
Several weeks before the season, we went out scouting, me and my dad, and within a week of the season, we found one super nice buck. And when they sent the pictures to me when I was at school, I knew it was the buck that me and my dad had scouted a week before.
You know, we have a lot of fun, and it was really cool for me to share that experience with Michelle, and I think that she really, when that antelope dropped, she really, you know, I mean, she was really emotional. It was really cool, and that's what it's all about.
It was really cool to experience, not only with my husband, my son was out there one day too, just to be out there as family and experience it together, and it was just a fun time.
Hey, my name is Chris Welch. Mike is my son-in-law. I've actually drawn 2 tags, but the first one I never got anything. Mike told me to put in for my tag this year. It was the first year I could put back in. And I thought, you know, no way I'll get anything. And boom, I got the tag. Blew us away. It's amazing how fast things can go over this valley too. Yeah, the country out in Ely is pretty cool. You know, I've spent a little bit of time out there, but not a lot. Mike goes out there all the time, you know, for elk or deer or whatever, and so it was really enjoyable.
You know, the thing about long range, you got time to set up. You're getting everything,
Yeah, just
just
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
And like say where that's at, that's about the only way you get at it.
Yeah.
Or you'd wait, you know, and try to catch them another day in a different spot. Maybe you find them again.
Guides that we were with, which was the Marx brothers, they were so good about spotting them. God, they could spot them way out. Yeah, for any of the first-time elk hunters, I would say sight in your gun the best you can. And then the second thing is get yourself a good qualified guide. My expectations, of course, are always to get the biggest one, you can, but it was just enjoyable being out there and being with the guys that I was with. The meat is very important to me. I like a good taste in elk. Yeah, I have some memories in Ely of not hooking up with the elk that I should have to begin with. Way back I had one tag before this. There's some big elk there, amazing elk. I hope it still stays like that too there.
Flight right now to see
I cannot believe how good you guys fought.
if they're big enough to. And that was 5:45.
Yeah, I know.
This morning.
I know. It was still dark.
All I seen was a spot on the hill there, and I just waited for it to move. And I seen him like lifts.
It was dark. And the guide was amazing. That was Richard Raleigh, and he spotted the elk at 5:45 in the morning.
Right? Mm-hmm. Down low. Okay, we go up about 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We'll go right into a gray rock. Mm-hmm. He's right underneath that gray rock right there. And I couldn't believe he spotted those elk. And we were probably maybe 3 or 4 miles away. Slam no doors. Yeah. Got our cell phones on. Mike's advice to me was, you better drop one, and I knew he was right, and so I knew I could do it.
Little high, just above him.
The bullet went right over his back.
There's a bigger one below.
Was an elk that just pulled right out of the brush. So I thought to myself, I gotta do this. And so I looked at my mill dots and felt I was in there. I backed him off just a little bit because I kept shooting over it. It's just been something I've wanted to do my whole life to get one. It's like one of the checkboard lists, So I was pretty excited about it.
Right on, Richard. I think he's 7 on one side, I think.
Is he?
I think, yeah.
Cool. It was pretty exciting walking up to the elk, you know, after you dropped them and stuff. It was enjoyable. Of course, everybody wants the biggest one they can find, you know. It was just exciting. Here we are. I'm loving it. It's not the biggest one, but it's mine. This hunt meant a lot to me. It was redemption for blowing it on the first one, you know, so I had to come home with something. I didn't want a bad name for doing this, you know. I want to thank Bull Ridge Outfitters with Chuck Marks and Richard for being a fantastic guide. We had a great time.
They're trying to confirm if they have weapons or not.
Eagle 6, Saber 3.
Roger, we're observing area, negative contact.
Saber 3, Eagle 6.
Where, if you find out where they are, then come up there to the north and south end. Looking on 7 Alright, these guys definitely got weapons.
The wreckage of this life can build you or tear you down. What motivates you when there's no one else around?